Hey there, it's Felipe here, founder of RunSlick. Look, if you run long enough, something's going to start wrapping. Thighs, arms, waistbands, underbra line, pack straps. Doesn't matter how tough you are, friction always wins. I tried all the usual stuff. Lotions, balms, whatever. Half of them felt greasy, the other half stained my shirts, and none of them actually lasted a full race. So I just said, screw it. Let's build something new, something from scratch. RunSleek is a fabric-safe, sweat-proof, anti-friction shield. It's not a balm, not a lotion. It's basically skin gear for people who move wild. If you're stacking miles, training for a race, or living on the trails, give yourself one less problem to worry about. If it rubs, RunSlick on it. We launch on December 2nd, and Thomas will have a discount code for you. Because if you're listening to this podcast, you're exactly who I built this for.
We started Real Running Conversations to highlight real running stories by real runners. Stories that inspire, empower, and remind us that we're all in this together. Authentic voices, real stories, inspiration through transparency, and a community that looks like you. That is what Real Running Conversations is all about. You will hear candid interviews with everyday runners and behind-the-scenes moments that show the grit and determination of the running community.
Real Running Conversations.
No muscle, no hustle, no backbone. I stand alone.
Show today we have Helen Hanson, and I can call her HH. I found that out that I can call her HH now. So, and you can call her that also. She responds to that. So, Helen, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. It's good. It's Friday. So looking forward to the weekend, and yeah, it's good.
Okay. Awesome. So, okay. So for those that don't know, can you this is kind of my opening question here. Like, can you tell us, because a lot of times people see like all of our running stuff. They're like, oh, they're a runner. Like, they're posting about running stuff every time they post, they're posting about running stuff. Right. So my question is, what else do you do? What else do you like to do? Like, what's your day job? Like, what's your other activities? Like, give us a little bit something else other than running that you do.
Yeah. So I think I'm pretty well-rounded. I love running, don't get me wrong. And I think there's seasons where it definitely dominates my life more so, but
right.
Being just a person also that's very passionate about my recovery and my sobriety, I have to be careful about overextending myself in one area of my life. Otherwise, it becomes kind of like another addiction. So that's a huge part of my recovery. So I love this question. But over the last year, I've really kind of dived into several other hobbies outside of running. So I play Mahjong now. So that's been fun learning that new game for me. And then also really big into pottery and ceramics. I've kind of taken a step back the last year too from that, since I've been doing a lot of marathon training, but that's something I want to get back into. But those are kind of some outside hobbies of mine. Anything crafty. I love crafts. So I just try to pick up stuff here and there that interests me. And also forces me to kind of sit down, because otherwise I'll just overmove. And
right. You were saying that, and I was thinking like crafts is something that takes patience and takes like a sitting down and a calmness. Right.
Yes. Because I love movement. I love getting my heart rate up, all those things. But I love having something to do that just kind of keeps me still. And so crafts are a big part of that. So those are kind of my things. And then I work from home. So that's nice as well. It's good balance. And other than that, I go to bed probably about 9 every night. That's my life.
You're to the point in life where you go to bed at 9 p.m.
Yeah,
That's great.
if it goes after 8 p.m., I'm sorry. I'm checking out.
Right. Yeah. No, I get that. So let me tell you this. So I kind of reached out to you because I I just, find certain people on IG and other social media things that I feel just are really authentic. And I can remember seeing your stuff for the first time and just really appreciating like your content, because I feel like as though we are too serious sometimes as runners, and we just,
Yeah.
it's about like PRs, it's about it's just like hardcore. And
Yes.
your stuff, listen, it's so lighthearted. And I think the first thing I saw was like you dancing in a post that you did, and it's lighthearted. So I appreciate that, and I wanted to reach out to you. I was like, man, she would be fun to talk to.
I
So I
appreciate it.
appreciate that about you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in
Um,
this space, I grew up as a perfectionist. And so a big part of like my journey now, I'm learning, I think there's such power in having purpose and being serious about stuff, but also there's such a joy in honestly not taking yourself too serious sometimes and really taking a step back and being like, okay, it really is just running, or it really is just this. And
right.
there's such a power in that, because you kind of take a little bit of that overwhelm out of it, and you can truly sit in it and enjoy it more, I think.
Right. Yes, of course. Yeah, I totally agree. So I kind of know a little bit of this from your posts and things that you've put on your IG. But why don't you tell us? I always think it's intriguing to know like how a runner started running, because there's just some amazing stories. There's stories of like trauma. There's stories of like, I run to honor this person in my life that passed away. Like there's so many different reasons, and it's so awesome to hear. So why don't you just share us a little bit about your running story and how you started running and why?
Yeah. Yes. So it's just been over about 11 years I've been running pretty consistently. I started in college. I was a sophomore, and I kind of put on, the freshman 15, freshman 20, if you will. I grew up a dancer, primarily ballet. And
Yeah,
that was
didn't
kind of
know
my way
that.
to, yeah, that was my exercise. I loved it. I did a lot of that growing up. And so when I got to college, I stopped that. And, I never really had a consistent exercise routine. I was just a dancer. And so I gained some weight, and I was like, well, I kind of want to lose some weight. And I talked with some sorority sisters of mine, and they're like, oh, I go running and or jogging
Mhm.
or whatever. And I was like, that sounds awful. And but I was like, okay. And I just remember when I ran my first mile, I think it took me 15 minutes. I mean, I probably walked it, and, moved just as fast as I could, and probably felt really fast at the time, but it was what I needed.
Mhm.
And I just remember feeling so accomplished after. I was like, okay, I was like, I can do better. I can go further. I can go longer. And so I started setting just little mini goals,
Right.
and slowly fell in love with it, unexpectedly. And yeah, I fell really in love with the distance running from there, and trained for and ran my first half marathon. It was St. Jude in Memphis in 2015. And
Awesome.
it was amazing. And I remember finishing that race. I was like, I love this. Um, but it kind of took a back seat for a few years. I ran still pretty steadily. But that's kind of when I fell into my alcoholism. And then I got back into running more consistently when I began my recovery journey. And it really became a huge part of my recovery, and it still is a huge part of my recovery. So it took on a whole nother meaning for me.
Okay.
And it's just been the coolest journey ever since, sharing about it, talking about it. And here I am, and I love it.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's so amazing. That's really cool. I was thinking like while you were saying that, I was thinking like, man, how cool to be able to, because there are people probably out there in the same boat that you were in. And
Yeah.
all cool to be able to like share your story and be able to encourage them also. And with the thing of like, hey, you can do this.
Yes.
Like it's a process and I've gone through the process, still going through the process, and you can do this. So kind of speak on that a little bit, maybe encouraging others.
Yeah, when I started, I remember I got sober starting December 20th, 2019. So I'm actually about to come up on my anniversary here.
Awesome. Congrats.
And thanks. It's always an exciting time. And I just remember it was really just a treadmill at the gym. And I would do 2 to 3 miles a day and didn't care how fast it was. I wanted to do it and it felt good. It was like, all right, no matter what in that day, I knew I could accomplish that. And those little boxes, as you check those small accomplishments, just help you build up that confidence as time goes on in recovery.
Right.
And then January came, and then shortly after that, it was COVID. And so I remember my gym shut down, and that's when I started running outside again. And I'd run outside before, but I had started kind of a routine of going to the gym and just running on the treadmill.
Right.
And so when COVID hit, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm 3 months sober. What do I do? And that's when I found a local park. I started running outside again. And that's when I really started pushing further distance that I hadn't done since college. And I just remember there was such a joy in it again. And seeing those goals and those miles stack up that I was able to do. And I was like, if I can do this, I can stay sober.
Right.
And that's what is so rewarding about it. And just running in general, sober or not. And as you see those small goals, it's you against you, and you're able to do that. And that's the most important thing. And that's what I love about it.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. And I feel like it's a sense of, isn't it? Do you agree that it's a sense of like proving to yourself, like,
Yes.
okay, like what you were just saying, like, I can do this, like I can reach this point and then I can go for something else. Right.
I think a big thing that our society struggles with today is, at least for me, I can definitely just speak on my experience for sure. But when I graduated college, I felt so lost. I had no purpose. I didn't know, because I was so good at, like, you gave me a task, you gave me a goal, I could accomplish it. But when it came to me really kind of setting goals or what I wanted to do, I had no idea. And so that's what running gave me, honestly. And it's brought so much structure in other areas of my life. And setting goals that I never thought I could set for myself. And like, that's what I think a lot of people in our society are missing, but they end up falling into endurance sports because, like, my job right now, it's not really like a performance position. I mean, I have to perform, but it's not like sales or anything like that. So it's not
like commission based and stuff,
commission based or anything like that. So
right.
having this outside of like my job, my career, is where I get that gratification. That I think we almost lose. And it's almost like something that we need to hold on to from like our childhood. Like in childhood, you'd win like a soccer tournament, or you'd win a dance competition, or you get a trophy, or like I did pageants too. I mean, I loved that sense of winning and knowing I worked hard and did something. And that's why endurance sports, or finding something like that in your life is so important.
Right. Yeah. And just a sense of being proud of yourself, right? Like,
yes.
I mean, just that's an amazing feeling.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah, that's a great, I mean, I don't know. I love that. So what do you think? Well, and so I ask this question normally, and I begin it with saying that, a lot of times people see our best moments and are just, the things that we want to share, which, I mean, naturally human nature is we're going to share our best moments because that's, we want to show people that that's, what we did and that's what you can do and all that stuff. So, talk to me about what has been maybe some of the best moments in your running era, running journey, running story. And then what's been your high highs and your low lows?
Stay with us. We'll be right back. Every runner knows this pain. Safety pins are tiny bits of pain pretending to be tradition. They poke your gear and mess up your favorite race shirts. There's a better way. Bib boards click on, no holes, no stab, no wounds, no anxiety. It almost feels illegal to have your bib stay on so flat and secure. But yes, it's 100% legal though. Made from recyclable plant core, reusable for every race, built to outlast your shoes. This is how your bibs should work. Bib boards made for runners who have earned better.
Yeah, this is good because honestly, 2025 for me has been a lot of high highs, but also a lot of low lows.
Right.
And you got to take the good with the bad. And I think honestly this year, as I come up on my 6 years sobriety, I do a lot of reflecting, and I'm thinking about, it's easy for me to look back at this year and be like, gosh, that was hard, that was rough, that was bad. But I have to remind myself, especially this year, I'm like, there was more good than bad. That's the big thing. But I think the biggest high for me, honestly, this year, so I trained for and I ran the New York City Marathon.
Awesome.
And,
Congrats. That's
thank
awesome.
you. I still can't believe it was just a little over a month ago. And it was, but during this year also, it was hard because the beginning of the year I was working, we were taking care of my grandfather in kind of his final months. And I was in a position I never thought I would be in at this age. It was my mom's only, or my grandfather's only daughter is my mom. And she's not capable. She has a lot of personal other stuff going on. I can't really speak on for her, but I had to step in kind of in her position. My brother and I did thankfully we had other family that was really supportive of that, but it was hard. I mean, I was answering questions and figuring out stuff that I wasn't really prepared to do. And
you would have never thought you would be doing it at this point in your life.
I was like, what am I doing? And then, then there's just the family drama that comes with that. And then along with that journey, I also have gone no contact with my mom. And that was hard, and it is hard. And not something I ever thought would happen, but, it's just, nothing's ever permanent, but it's just what has to be right now. But I say all that because when I trained and ran for New York, I loved having that training, honestly, because it was a focal point. It was something to focus on. I had a schedule, I had a plan, and I really leaned into that, which was nice. And running New York is amazing. It was the hardest race I've ever done. They don't play when they talk about the bridges and the hills, but I felt like also during that race, I was able to let go of so much trauma from the year. So it was such a high because it was an amazing race, but I almost experienced a lot of those lows during that run because I felt like I was shedding a layer almost from this past year of what I've had to deal with. So I know that's kind of a long answer to your question, but
no, you're fine.
It was a beautiful race, but I felt so much relief when I crossed that finish line. I mean, for so many reasons, I felt like I ran and I achieved something I trained for and wanted to do, but also, the body keeps the score. And I'm a huge believer in that we hold so much trauma in our body. And I felt like during that race, I was able to release a lot. And I'm still processing a lot over the last year, of course. And, running doesn't replace therapy, but I think that's a beautiful part of it is you can leave a lot on the course more so than just your feet. You can leave a lot of grief as well.
Sure. Of course. Yeah. And I like that you said that running doesn't replace therapy. It's just but it's a close second.
Yeah. It is a tool. It is such an important tool.
It's such a great tool.
Yes.
But so so that kind of made me think of a different question here, and I'm just sorry, I'm just throwing stuff at you here, but I kind of have like last year, my dad was in the hospital and we thought we were going to lose him, and all sorts of stuff was going on, and I was training for a marathon at the time. Didn't get to do it because I just was not, I was not in the right mindset. It was kind of the opposite of what you just said. So how, and kudos to you for like pushing through and still doing that. Like, how did you stay focused when, and I know that's kind of that may be lots of layers of answers for this question, but how did you stay focused on that when there's all this other stuff happening, like family wise?
I have
What
to
worked
say,
for you?
yeah. Honestly, I had goals, ideas of what I wanted New York to be, like time wise. I wanted,
Right.
I wanted to beat my first marathon time. I ran Chicago last year, and I was like, yeah, I mean, my second marathon, I should be faster. And but I had to throw that out the window. I was like, honestly, right now, the goal I had, the beautiful thing also about New York was that I got to work with a charity and raise money for it, and it was for a cause that meant a lot to me. And I have to be so careful in my recovery, because otherwise, at least for me, if I get too, I guess, just kind of like self-consumed or trying to take care of me, I mean, it pulls me into a spiral that's not good. And so I had to keep reminding myself, we had lost my grandfather. I was no longer speaking to my mom. So a lot of that day-to-day chaos had kind of been removed. But I was also able to pull all that focus and put it into the training and the purpose I was running that race for. It was no longer to beat my Chicago time or XYZ for me personally. It became a bigger picture. And that was the beautiful thing about running New York for me, was raising money for a charity that supports breaking the stigma around addiction. And
Right.
so that was the big thing, was finding a focus that was away from me. But I think any other time, if we were still dealing with a lot of day to day, I don't think I could have done it. I think it would have been, yeah. But I totally, it's overwhelming, training no matter what, and then life on top of that is a lot.
Right. Well, and that makes sense. That was a great answer, because I mean, your charity that you were running for, I mean, that is a very big motivation and a very big thing to focus on, right?
Yeah.
So
it was amazing.
yeah. Okay. So what do you, what would you say to somebody that just started running? What words of advice, encouragement would you give to them?
Keep getting back out there. Honestly,
Right.
even
Consistency.
consistency. It's never a motivation problem. It's a consistency problem. And that's, so if you miss a day, it's really not that big of a deal. But I mean, like if you're able to build up even just a little bit, 3-4 days a week, I mean, you're going to see progress. And that's
Right.
what you want to stick with it. You don't want to go out too hard, too fast with it, because then you'll hate it. And then it's not fun. You want to find that happy spot where you push yourself just enough, but not injure yourself or hurt yourself. But that's what I tell people, is just keep getting back out there. And I have to tell myself that too some days. Like right now, it's cold and wet and rainy here, and I haven't ran in a couple of days. I'm like, all right, we got to get back out there.
That's okay. You'll get back out there today.
Yeah,
You're good.
it'll be fine.
But yeah, I agree. Just because I mean, like you said, I mean, you'll want to stop. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you're not going to want to go and do it, but if you keep at it, yeah,
Yes.
that's the thing, right?
And it's the mind is really the battlefield. You're fighting in the mind. And some days, like last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, I was like, I really don't want to run today. And I was like, well, let me get out there and see how I feel after the first mile. And after the first mile, I was like, I still don't want to do this. So I walked home.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, that is okay. So
Yeah.
I think that's important too. And just honor what you need to. I mean, that's the big thing. It's just self-reflection and being in tune with yourself is so important.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I love it. Okay. So, are you ready for some, like fast, like rapid fire running questions here?
Yes, let's do it.
What do you think? Okay. So you've got And these are just fun. These are just fun, just for fun. It's not a test or anything like that. You're good.
I mean, we're competitive. We're runners, so you know.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, if you're competitive, then you got to get this done. I'm going to set a timer for us for 2 minutes. Okay. There's about, what do I have today? I think I have about 10 questions.
Okay.
And it's just whatever pops into your head first, whatever you feel is like your immediate reactive answer to these questions. Okay. And all right, you want me to start the timer first, or do you want me to ask you the question first? I'll do that if you want.
Oh, okay.
The first one.
Yeah, ask the question. Wait, start the timer. Start the timer.
You're
Let's
like,
do
okay, are we starting? What's happening?
Like, do I need to start my Garmin?
Right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I tell you what, I'll ask you this question first.
Okay.
Okay. And give you like 2 seconds to think about it. And then I'll start the timer. How's that?
Fair enough.
Does that work?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And I'll try to like keep up and read these quickly so you can just keep going. Okay. So if your shoes could talk, what would they say to you?
Pick up your feet higher. Stop shuffling.
With some air in between us.
Like, come on, girl. Yeah.
We want a long life.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so this is a would you rather? Would you rather have unlimited free shoes or unlimited free race entries?
I would say unlimited shoes. I'd rather have unlimited shoes because there are seasons where races are more important, but there are seasons where I just want to run. So I'd rather have shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Good answer. I like that. Okay. If you had to name your running style after an animal, what would it be and why? Running style, running form, whatever have you.
I would say a lemur, like from Madagascar. I don't know why, but I just thought of like I like to move it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
And I just feel like they're so silly and funny, and that's probably me when I'm running. Yeah.
I could see that with you. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so what song or songs really get you going?
Oh, Out of the Woods.
Like on your runs.
Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift. Out of the Woods. Yeah, that one really. And then there's a song called Booty, and it's by like Saucy Santana, and it's just got a great beat.
Okay, all right. Listen, I'm always looking for songs, so I'll have to add those. Okay, so weirdest thing you've ever seen on a run. This is the first time I'm asking this question, and I hope that somebody doesn't say like
I have something
really drastic.
Yeah. Well, so this was the last week I was running through the neighborhood I always run through, and I saw like 4 kids outside at the opening of their garage. Okay. And 3 of them had one of the kids inside. It looked like a giant like guinea pig cage. they had one of the kids.
That's weird.
But the mom was just inside like, look, I'm sick of y'all. Go outside to the garage, find something.
Yes.
Don't bother me. And they were like, we got an idea. And so nobody was mad or upset.
This is a great idea.
Like they were like 5 and 6 years old, and I love the creativity.
Yeah, that's funny. Hey, that is creative. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, what's a running myth that you disagree with, that you've heard that you're like, no, that's not really true?
I mean, the whole knee thing. Your knees are fine. You got to strength train. You got to do everything. Yes. I mean, your knees are fine. You just got to take care of them.
Okay, good one. Pre-run ritual on race day.
Ooh.
Or I mean, it doesn't have to be race day, but I mean,
yes.
Yeah.
Before long runs race day,
about 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Rice Krispie home style. Those are my favorite, and a peach Alani. Those are what I drink. Okay. And stretch and warm up always.
Okay, awesome. Favorite race distance?
Oh, the half marathon.
Okay, awesome. I think that's mine too. Running shoe, favorite?
Right now, the Brooks Glycerin 22 or the Nike Vomero 18.
Okay. Plug for them. You only have one more run in you ever in your entire life. Distance, and where do you do it?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that one's
say
tough.
I'm gonna say the London Marathon. I really want to run London.
Okay. Awesome. Um, okay. So, well, we're a little over 2 minutes. Sorry.
That's okay.
But
We did good. We did
yeah,
good.
yeah, no, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's still good. Hey, good job. Helen Hanson, why don't you tell us what's happening next for you, or what do you have
Uh,
coming up? Anything coming up, and it's fine if you don't.
right now, there's no like actual registered race on the books. There's a
Okay.
couple of half marathons I'm looking at in the spring. Um, maybe we'll see another marathon next year. I'm not sure if I do, it'd be late spring. Um,
Okay.
and yeah, that's kind of it right now. I'm in a season where I do want to focus a little bit more on speed, but in the shorter distances, and just kind of see what I can do. Maybe boost my half marathon time, but that's kind of where I'm at. I'm really just in a season of the joy of movement right now.
Right. And that's awesome. And that's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that we feel like sometimes that's not okay, that we got to be training for something. But
No, you don't. It's,
you know what? We're training to be consistent and to get better for
I'm,
personal goals.
I'm training for this to be what I do for the rest of my life. And
Right.
that's the
Exactly.
important thing.
Love that. Okay. So where can people, if they don't know you, which I find that hard to believe, but if they don't know you, where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, I am primarily on Instagram at Helen Hanson Smith.
Okay.
It's my full name, and also on TikTok a little bit. So you can find me there at Helen Hanson Smith.
Okay. Awesome. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate you, and thank you for coming on today. And it was awesome. So,
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you
uh,
having me, Thomas. Thank you.
yeah, you're welcome. And we'll talk to you soon. Okay. Thanks so
Sounds
much.
good. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks so much for listening to today's episode of Real Running Conversations. Your support means the world to me, and I truly appreciate you being a part of this community. If you enjoyed this show, share it with another runner who also might love it. And don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. And hey, if you liked what you heard, leaving a review really helps the podcast grow. So thanks again for your support, and we'll see you next time on Real Running Conversations.